Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is another episode of English Chitchat ฝึกฟังภาษาอังกฤษอังกฤษ 90% while I speak 90% in English so you can practice listening and interacting in English here only at ฝรั่งอังหมอสวัสดีค่ะ It's another week, another Monday, another English Chitchat. Hi. Oh, it's not the last week of May yet, but it's been a long week and it's been a long day. So let's boost our energy together here. Hello, คุณกิกสวัสดีค่ะ We are now live on Facebook and YouTube together at the same time like usual. So hello YouTube people and Facebook people.Great to see you again. I mean, not see you, but yeah, see you online again. So for every episode of English Chitchat, you and me, we are going to temporarily forget all the fear of making mistakes and just trying to use English because I myself always make some mistakes. So English Chitchat is number one for me to get over my fear of making mistakes. And number two, hopefully can help you, inspire you to get over your fear as well. And to see that we can talk, we can communicate, we can understand each other just fine. I've been doing English Chit-Chat for 2 years now, and I still messed up. Oi! Hello, everyone! สวัสดีค่ะ คุณทักกูล Hello Sarah Hola ¿Qué tal คุณบัณฑิตสวัสดีค่ะคุณ Amnesia Great to see you again คุณหัตไทยพาส Hello คุณสุพนัทคุณสุรศักดิ์ Oh I know you Great to see you คุณรณชัย Hello Oh we have over 100 people watching already right nowจอห์นวิกกับเจมส์บอนด์ใครเก่งกว่ากันคณะเก่งที่สุดค่ะ ได้ค่ะ Hello นุ่ม Yeah the most active person in our class and also on live oh okay คุณเอริสคุณซิฮา Hello คุณนิลวัตที Hello คุณจันจิรา Hello okay คุณ UEC Englishคุณธนวดี Hey คุณพัดสอน Pomelo Alright โอ้โหยิ้มจนเมื่อยปากเลย Okay great to see you again Today let's talk about something I have learned a few years ago which I think one second which I think to me it's totally changed my way of thinking about people's ability. Yeah? Whether or not I or someone is good or not good at something. And I am terrible at most things. But sometimes I feel like I'm always not good at something. Always. And then have you ever met people in your life where you feel like this person is so good, so smart, but then they seem to doubt themselves still. And at the same time, there are people who might not know too much about the subject, but they are so confident. So there are two sides of things. Yeah. So let's talk about that today. Yeah. First of all, let me ask you a question first. Yeah. Today we're going to talk about why smart people think they're not good enough, or why, if you think that you are not good enough, maybe this is for you as well. Okay. Okay. All right. So the first warm-up question we have for today is what's the hardest thing you have to do or you have been doing these days? The hardest thing, like hands down the hardest thing. Maybe it's an exam that you need to prepare yourself for. Maybe it's traveling. Maybe it's dealing with COVID-19 situation. Maybe it's learning how to sell stuff online. Maybe it's communicating with people that you don't really like? What's the hardest thing that you have to do or you have been doing these days? Anything? Hi. Hello. Kun Amnesia, I haven't been to, oh, okay, you haven't joined for a long time. Oh, it's okay. I'm always here. Join anytime. What? Good evening. Kun Kyo from Laos. สบายดี Kun Amanda. Kun Sam from North. Okay, North Carolina. What is wrong with me? North Carolina. From the US. Yay. Hello. Kun Big, hello. Kun Sunanta. Kun Sompong ใช่ไหมคะ All right. Okay, let's see. The hardest thing that you have to do these days to wake up early in the morning. I know, right? I love my job so much. Hello. Waiting for you every day. Oh. Am I here every day? Waking up early. We are all night owls. Kun Ping make ends meet. That's a very good expression. To make ends meet is to earn a living enough to cover the expenditure or the payments that you need to pay off each month. Group hug. I totally understand. Pick off. Okay. The hardest thing that you have to do these days. Oh, I have so many hard things to do these days. But I'm pretty sure if you think about the hardest thing, the hard things, we have always come up with something that we need to learn, something new that we are not really comfortable doing yet, right? So when you have to do something that's hard, and you are not sure whether or not you could do it, right? So sometimes tell me yes or no. Yeah, sometimes do you doubt yourself? Sometimes do you feel like, oh, am I gonna be able to do this? I'm probably terrible at this. Do you doubt yourself sometimes? Yes or no? If yes, please type or comment yes. If no, please comment no. ต้องเขียนไปด้วย yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no? เอามองไม่เห็น Yes or no? Do you doubt yourself sometimes or like, oh, I'm always confident? Sarah said all the time. Kunat said yes. Okay, that's a good one. That's good. That's interesting. Kun January said yes. Kun Poo Ping said, yep, more than I can count. Me too. Okay. Kun Nana ni yes. All the time. Maybe yes. Maybe in between. Always. Pimi said yes. Really? Okay. Okay. Yes, I do. คุณพัฒนาใช่ไหมคะคุณ I'm not sure how to pronounce that, but yes. Oh, we have a lot of yeses. Okay, now very interesting. What we're gonna do today is there's a topic that I really want to talk about, and I have always wanted to talk about. Yeah, it's a topic that's actually there's ongoing debate. Yeah, there's still a question whether or not it's real concept and whether or not the experiment is valid. But I think once I learned about this, that there's this phenomenon, I think it helps me evaluate and assess my ability better or more realistically or more precisely. Yeah. So what we're going to talk about today is what is that called? Psychological condition, or not, probably more phenomenon, yeah, about humans in thinking about whether or not you're good or not good at something. It's called Dunning-Kruger Effect. Have you heard of Dunning-Kruger Effect? If yes, can you type yes, I have? If no, can you comment no, I haven't? But this doesn't have to do with waking up early yet. How do I no, I haven't means you haven't heard it before. That is a terrible handwriting. And yes, I have. Stop focusing on my face. Okay, yes, I have, or no, I haven't. Yes or no? Yes, I have, or no, I haven't. Okay. No. Yes, I have. I'm pretty sure Sarah did. Okay. No, I haven't. Okay. คุณอุษาคุณนัทธิดา Oh, okay, okay. No, I haven't. No, 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 no. No. I feel like I could make myself useful today now. It was a sound check to see if a lot of people already know this, then I would be like, what should I share? Okay, anyway, so what we're going to talk about today is this, Dunning-Kruger Effect. So the concept of Dunning-Kruger Effect is based on a research or an experiment by Cornell University, the Ivy League university. So this is done by Cornell University psychologist named David Dunning, hence Dunning, and Justin Kruger. So it becomes the name Dunning-Kruger Effect. Yeah. What it is essentially, it's a type of cognitive bias. Bias ก็คือ what's bias in Thai? Bias คืออะไรอะภาษาไทย? If you know the translation, please let me know. But it's when you think in a wrong way. Yeah, you think you misinterpret things inside your head. It's when people believe that they are smarter or more capable than they really are. And on the other hand, some people that are capable thinks that they are not as capable as they are in real life. Yeah, so it goes both ways. Yeah, so here is how it happens. Yeah, people. Yeah, there are people who I want to write something. Okay, can I write? People who are incompetent. Yeah, people who are incompetent, meaning that they don't know something too much. They know little about a subject. They don't have the skills that needed to recognize or measure their own incompetence yet. So when you know little about something, you tend to overestimate your abilities. I mean, their abilities. Yeah. There's some people who are really overconfident. They're like, sabay, so little, so easy. I can do this in 1 day, or I can do this in 2 days compared to people. It's not that hard. Some of the times, and most of the time, is because they don't know too much about it. So on the surface, it looks easy for them because they don't have enough skills to evaluate that they are incompetent yet. But on the other hand, competent คืออะไรคะ means those who have the skills, yeah, maybe not smart in a particular subject. Yeah, it doesn't mean that when you're smart at all things, but in a particular subject. The competent ones are those they did a research, right? And those who are high at the top of the spectrum, the top performers, yeah, they have a more realistic views of their own knowledge and capabilities. Means they know that there's a lot to learn, that there's tricky, there's challenges. But these experts, or people who are good at that somehow, tend to underestimate their abilities relative to how others did. So even though they know something about it already, the more they know, the more they feel like, it's hard. I'm not good yet. Yeah. So it goes two ways. Usually people who are just starting to learn about this think it's easy, so they overestimate their abilities. And the competent one, someone who already knows something, underestimate their abilities because they feel like it's getting harder. Yeah. So what they say, this is from the article called Very Well Mind. Yeah. The website Very Well Mind. They said, essentially, quote unquote, essentially these top scoring individuals know that they are better than the average, but they are not convinced of just how superior their performance is compared to others. คือก็รู้แหละว่าแบบโอเคก็พอได้ก็พอทำได้แต่รู้ไม่สามารถเทียบได้ว่าเฮ้ยเรารู้สึกมันยังมีคนเก่งกว่าเราอีกเยอะเลยเราก็เลยรู้สึกว่าเหมือนเราก็ทำได้ในระดับหนึ่งแหละแต่ว่ามันมีคนเก่งกว่าเราเยอะเลยมันมีอะไรที่ต้องรู้อีกเยอะเลย there's so many more things that I don't know about a subject yeah so when you start to know more about something and you realize oh there's so much more that you don't know so oftentimes you underestimate yourself that oh I already have certain knowledge about this to know that there are much more for you to know, right? So this is what it is, Dunning-Kruger Effect. We are going to read an article together to see some examples and how, if you are doubting yourself, which people are saying, yes, all the time. So what we're going to do is we're going to read an article and see why incompetent people in a certain subject, yeah?เวลาที่เราบอกว่าคนไม่เก่งคนเก่งนี่ไม่ได้หมายถึงว่าคนเก่งแล้วก็คือเก่งทุกเรื่องนะแต่หมายถึง one subject one area สมมุติว่าเราอยากรู้ภาษาอังกฤษ for example English why people who are like just starting maybe feel like oh it's so easy but at the same time if you learn for a while you start to know oh wow there's so many more things right so why incompetent people in a certain area think they're amazing I'm really good. I just killed it. I nailed it. Yeah. And why smart people or people who are competent, people who are skilled in an area think that they are not good enough. Let's read together. Intro ยาวมากโอ้ย intro 17 นาที Okay. All right. So why this is from the website called the Decision Lab. Yeah. And I will put the link down below on Facebook.In the comment section, and if you're on YouTube, it's in the description box, yeah? Why we cannot perceive our own abilities. The Dunning-Kruger Effect. Explain. What is the Dunning-Kruger Effect in case Kanad talks doesn't really make sense? Okay, so what is Dunning-Kruger Effect? The Dunning-Kruger Effect occurs when a person's lack of knowledge and skills in a certain area cause them to overestimate their own competence. By contrast, ในด้านกลับกัน this effect also causes those who excel in a given area to think the task is simple for everyone. เพราะเวลาเราทำอะไรบางอย่างได้แล้วเราเริ่มมีทักษะในเรื่องนี้แล้วเรารู้สึกว่าเฮ้ยใครๆก็ทำได้ปะวะunderestimate their relative abilities as well ก็เลยรู้สึกว่าเฮ้ยใครๆก็ทำได้แบบเนี้ยก็เลยไม่ได้รู้สึกว่าตัวเองเก่งหรือว่าพิเศษอะไรนะคะ This is I think a cool illustration of Dunning-Kruger effect. Let me show you. So usually we fall in here, right? We feel like okay, maybe I'm good, maybe I'm blah blah blah. Okay, I know something, right? But when you start something and you feel like it's so simple, so easy, and you have a lot of confidence, maybe you're here, right? But as you know something, you start to know something, your confidence drop because it starts to get more complicated. Oh, there's this and this and that. That person can do this, that person can do that, right? And as time goes by, as you learn more and more and more, you start to increase your confidence, yeah? All right, so where this bias occur? Let's see this example together. If you want to read this together with me, you can pause this live and then I don't know, repeat after me if you want, if I'm doing a good job of reading this. Okay, where this bias occurs. Imagine you and your friends decide to try something new separately. You all start learning Spanish. อันนี้เป็นตัวอย่างเช่นเรียนภาษาสเปน yeah? Within a few days, you can say 10 to 15 sentences. You're a bit disappointed and you believe you should not be able to say more by now. To you, the language is quite simple, but having a good grip on it causes you to think it's simple for everyone and that you therefore should have done more. พอเราเริ่มเรียนต่างคนก็ต่างไปเรียน แล้วเราก็เริ่มเรียนมาสักพักนึงแล้วเราก็ได้ประมาณสัก10-15ประโยคแล้วแต่เราก็รู้สึกโอ้โหมันยังไม่ดีพอเลยอ่ะคนอื่นเขาคงทำได้แล้วคนอื่นเขาคงแบบโอ้ยจำเทนจำนู่นจำนี่พูดกันได้เป็นหลายแบบน้ำไหลไฟดับแล้วหรือเปล่ารู้สึกว่าทำได้แค่นี้ยังไม่เพียงพอเลย if you are competent one you learn something already your friend by contrast ในทางกลับกัน has just learned a few words he is amazed by his progress he doesn't yet have the knowledge and skills to know that he's actually pronouncing those words wrong and forming grammatically incorrect sentences with them. He's learned the least in the group, but his lack of knowledge prevents him from understanding his own mistakes. Moreover, his lack of access to comparison causes him to overestimate his relative ability. His ignorance of how far others like yourself have come.keeps him thinking he's excelling when he's actually learning at below average speed. Okay, take this with caution, ladies and gentlemen. This is like an extreme example, and it doesn't always mean like this. If you're learning English and you're learning few words, I want you to be proud of yourself. Yeah, this is something that.But oftentimes, maybe it's not learning languages, but oftentimes, if you feel like you're super duper, like I'm amazing at this, then there could be how to say a possibility of you not reaching the part where you feel like it's complicated yet about a subject. If everything is easy to you, then maybe.You might have to start to explore more and go deeper before you assess whether or not you're good at something. Yeah, that's a caution. Yeah. Now let's read this together. So why it happens? ทำไมคนถึงแบบว่าไม่สามารถที่จะดูได้ว่าแล้วสรุปเราเก่งเรื่องนี้หรือเราไม่เก่งเรื่องนี้เราจะวัดยังไง right? So the Dunning-Kruger Effect is a bit of a catch-22. อุ้ยคำสวยงามWhat is a catch-22? Anybody knows? มีใครรู้ไหมคะ catch-22 what does it mean? Anyone knows? catch-22 catch-22 I don't know if it's an idiom or yeah it's an expression catch-22 is like a dilemma or a difficult situation that you can't get out of it you can't escape you can't do anything.Because there are certain rules, there are certain conditions that prevents you from doing it. ถ้าเป็นภาษาไทยก็คือแบบสถานการณ์แบบแก้ไม่ตกมันขัดกันเองเนี่ยมันขัดกันเอง yeah so that's catch-22 yeah so people who don't know much about a subject don't have the knowledge or skills to spot their own mistakes or knowledge gaps when you know something very superficially you don't really know how to evaluate yourself, right? Because of these blind spots, they can't see where they're going wrong, and they therefore assume that they're doing great. ก็เลยคิดว่าเราทำได้ดีเพราะเราก็ไม่รู้นี่ว่าเราทำได้ไม่เห็นเป็นไรเลย right? On the contrary, people who are at the top of their game in a certain subject area.don't have the ability to notice their specialty because their work comes so naturally to them that they don't realize it's not this way for everyone. Yeah. So on the other hand, people who are at the top think that everyone could do the same thing that they did. Right? แบบนี้ใครๆก็ทำได้เราไม่ได้เก่งขนาดนั้นหรอก something like that. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Now, the key question is how to avoid it.ทำยังไงให้เราไม่หลงเกินไปว่าอุ๊ยเราเก่งเรารู้ไปหมดแล้วก็ทำยังไงให้ถ้าเราพอได้ในระดับหนึ่งพอรู้เรื่องนี้แล้วให้เราไม่รู้สึกว่าเราแย่จนเกินไปแล้วก็มีกำลังใจในการไปต่อได้ so how do we avoid Dunning-Kruger effect and be more accurate more precise about where we stand on the graph yeah So when it comes to the Dunning-Kruger effect, comparing yourself to others may not be the worst thing that you could do. Just don't tell your therapist we said so. We often say like, don't compare yourself to others, people. To me, it's so true. But sometimes when you see how much people can do your abilities in relations to other people, sometimes it kind of helps you reality check. Yeah, it's called reality check, I think would say. You can avoid being ignorant of your own performance by listening and gaining insight into the performances of others. Yeah. If your friend who knew only a few Spanish words has asked how the lessons were going for you, your response might clue him into getting the fact that he's not all that great. That's so sad. Yeah, but it's giving the feedback to the people as well, right? So sometimes this reality check is still kind of important. Simply knowing about the Dunning-Kruger effect can also help you mitigate its effects. Yeah. แค่เรารู้ว่าเฮ้ยมันมีเรื่องแบบนี้อยู่นะ There's something like this. There's certain bias about this. It could also help relieve its effect. Yeah. Remember thinking you're bad at something. If you think you're bad at something right now, and it puts you in the middle of the pack, because it means you have enough insight to recognize your own incompetencies. ถ้าตอนนี้ทุกคนรู้สึกแบบโอ้โหเราแบบมันไม่ค่อยดีเลยเราไม่ค่อยเก่งเลย That's a good sign. Maybe you have learned enough, you have quite certain, you have gained quite a skills already in a subject to know that you are not super good, super talented at something. Yeah. But if you're confident from day one, like, oh, I'm amazing, nobody is better than me, then maybe you might want to start exploring further. Yeah. Okay. But remember, new levels, new devils. Yeah. So every time it gets to the next level, every time you feel like it's get harder and harder at something, means that it's a new level for you, right? When it gets harder, when you feel like, oh, I'm not good enough, means you're, what's that called? Upgrading. You're going towards the next level. Yeah. Also remember that if you think you're exceptional at something, you likely have a lot of learning to do. ถ้าเรารู้สึกว่าเราแบบโคตรที่สุดและเจ๋งมากเลย nobody is better than me นั่นแปลว่าเราอาจจะต้องเรียนรู้อะไรเพิ่มเติมอีก อีกเยอะ yeah, something like that. It could be a caution. It could be a reminder. Yeah. Lastly, you can avoid the Dunning-Kruger effect by being open to feedback. Being open to feedback. ถ้าเกิดสมมุติแล้วเราดูจากตัวเองเราก็อาจจะ bias ได้ว่าฉันเก่งแล้วหรือว่าฉันไม่ได้เรื่องเลย So of course it's easier said than done มันพูดง่ายกว่าทำเยอะเลย Low performers consistently do not receive criticism well and are chronically disinterested in self-improvement ส่วนใหญ่คนที่อันนี้เขาพูดนะคะถ้าเราทำอะไรได้ไม่ค่อยดีเท่าไหร่เราจะพยายามไม่ค่อยรับฟีดแบ็กหรือว่าการแก้ไขจากคนอื่นแล้วเราก็จะไม่ค่อยสนใจในการพัฒนาตัวเอง yeah? Rather than brushing off feedback and constructive criticism, attribute the critique of your lack of knowledge and use it mindfully to move yourself forward. Okay, all right, that would be it for the article. If you want to read this, go to the link down below in the comment section on Facebook and in the description on YouTube. Now, discussion time. Let's talk about this. Okay, now my discussion topic for today for us to talk together is, what do you do when you doubt yourself? I'm pretty sure we had a warm-up question, and it seems like a lot of you doubt yourselves before, and usually I think most of us do. You know, when we start something new, when it's hard, when it's challenging, when it's scary, when it's unknown, when it's uncertain. So when you start to doubt yourself, what do you do? Interesting. อคติใช่เลยโอ้โห I did it โอ้โหตายแล้วภาษาไทยไปหมดแล้วของพิสุทธิ์โอเคอคติใช่เลยครับอคติ yes โอ้โหโอ้ย yeah yes กัปตัน yes imposter syndrome we can talk about the differences later hi my battery hi my batteries you guys are my batteries okay yeah, what do you do when you doubt yourself? Whether or not when you start to learn something, when you start to do something new and it's challenging and you start doubting yourself, what do you do? To boost your confidence or maybe to like just do it anyway? Let me think of what do I do? Because I doubt myself every single day. but I think a lot of people could relate to this. And there are many times that I have to kind of reality check, but I think partly it's not because I don't think it's because I'm competent, but I feel like I will never be ready to do something in life. So I'm super grateful that there are people in my life who kind of did give me the feedback and do the reality check for me, saying that I can try this or I have enough, and I need a lot of reassurance most of the time. People will have to say like 100 and 1,000 times like, oh, you can do this, all these things. And yeah, and I just did it even though I feel like I doubt myself. So yeah, for me, I doubt myself all the time, and it's not really good because to me, it holds me back from doing the things that I could have done earlier. What about you? What do you do when you doubt yourself? Oh, let me shorten the question. One second. Not for probably this doesn't apply to waking up early, even though I feel like of course it's hard, but maybe something challenging, maybe learning something new, maybe adapting to work environment, maybe completing a challenging task, working on a new project. What do you do? Okay, Sarah. Okay, when I start to doubt myself, when I feel disappointed and stagnant, I always go back to the reasons why I have started in the first place. Wow. This is me worshiping. Absolutely. Absolutely 100%. There's a book from Simon Sinek, I think, on like work and leadership. It's called Start with Why, and I think this the whole idea of the book is exactly this. Such a great book. Yes, agree 100%. What do you remember? When was the last time you doubt yourself? If you can share, Sarah. Hi ครูคณะ Hi คุณลลดา Hello. Oh, คุณอำพล said interesting. ทำบ่อยๆ doing it repeatedly. ทำบ่อยๆ ฝึกบ่อยๆ จนเลิกสงสัย absolutely I think one of the things that helped me a lot is ทำเยอะ doing things repeatedly, doing it repeatedly, even though I feel like I'm not confident. So confidence is not a precondition or prerequisite in completing or doing things. It's a result, right? So I think Pipon Jacobsen said this, and yes, I agree 100%. Any other ideas? Any other suggestions? What do you do when you doubt yourself? Mm. กัปตันเสร็จอาการของคนไม่เก่งที่คิดว่าตัวเองเก่งแล้วแล้วก็อาการของคนเก่งที่คิดว่าตัวเองไม่เก่งด้วย yes okay let me seeคุณนานา said the hardest thing I have to do is I have to recommend English fiction books to students even though my English is not so good. Okay, P.S. I'm a librarian. Oh, okay. Interesting. Maybe it's a good excuse to start learning English more, right? Noam said, last weekend I watched the Lessons Learned, all episodes, instead of Netflix. ดีต่อใจ I hope it's entertaining. I mean, all of our guests are amazing and I'm super grateful. And I really hope you enjoy the episode. Anything else? Oh, anyway, I think I've seen some questions at the very start. If you want to ask question next week we're having a Q&A. So please join next Monday at 9 p.m. We're gonna have a Q&A where I will try to answer as many questions as I can. I would do my best. And yeah, let's have a Q&A session next week. And I have good news to announce as well next week, so please stay tuned. Okay, Nana said, I would try to be calm and I try to think positively and I still have a chance to learn and improve my skill for those things, even if it might take a long time to be successful. To be patient about the progress, right? Knowing that you are going to make progress. Oh, actually, it will remind me of something that helps me a lot. Another point is also that to me, what really helps me overcome my insecurity in doing things is probably thinking that, okay, I don't have to be good enough to do something. I can just be thinking and focusing on getting better at it. And as long as I keep doing it, I will always get better at it. Okay. Pia! เนี่ยออกอาการอีกแล้ว Pia! Okay. Find the way to make myself become more confident, such as, studying or learning new information and practicing a lot and cheer yourself up. Cheer yourself up, right? Okay. Ooh, Pimi! Keep in mind that nothing or no one is perfect. Okay, and then just do it. Nike. Okay. All right. Great point. Absolutely. No one is perfect. All right. So I think that would be very much it for our discussion today. At the beginning, I saw some questions that you would like to ask. We are having a Q&A session next week. So if you want to ask some questions, something that maybe we can discuss together, see you next week. Okay. Oh, a little bit more. Kun Ampon said, just check myself if I'm better than yesterday. If so, that's enough. Exactly. Kun Utsa said, keep doing it. And one day we'll go through something that we always thought was difficult. Actually, there's a quote on Instagram that I really want to read it out to you. Let me see. Let me check. I really like it. I just found it the other day. Where is it? One, like, where? Okay. Wait. Where is it? Where is it? No. I'm gonna find it one day. I'm gonna find it. And I'm gonna share it to you. But it's so good. That one was so good. I couldn't find it. Okay, maybe this one then. I really like this. Can you read this? It's my goal to have It's my goal to have no final form, to never be defined. It's my goal to have no final form, to never be defined, to never stop exploring, learning, to experience life as long as I'm alive. Wow, it's my favorite quote for now. Okay. All right. Thank you for your suggestions. I didn't feel like I suggest anything yet, but thank you. P.O. said, try to learn more information to help you understand about that thing that can help improving confidence in your credibility. Ooh! And once again, thank you so much for joining today's speaking session. It means a lot. Okay. P. Woody said, make a checklist and always recheck them. Okay. Very nice. All right. Now, if you would like to learn with us, learning online with us, สำหรับใครที่อยากมาเรียนออนไลน์ด้วยกันนะคะตั้งแต่ใครที่อยากปูพื้นฐานภาษาอังกฤษเลยให้สามารถสื่อสารได้อย่างมั่นใจมากยิ่งขึ้น Let me show you the pictures สำหรับใครที่อยากมาเรียนด้วยกันกับเราตั้งแต่ปูพื้นฐานเลยนะคะให้พูดได้อย่างมั่นใจเนาะสื่อสารโต้ตอบได้อย่างมั่นใจเป็นคล่องมากยิ่งขึ้นนะคะตั้งแต่เริ่มเลยเราก็จะมีคอร์สพูดฝรั่งได้ดังเสกนะคะอันนี้ก็จะรวมทุกเรื่องเลยที่เราจะต้องรู้เพื่อที่จะสามารถสื่อสารแล้วก็พูดได้อย่างมั่นใจมากยิ่งขึ้นส่วนใหญ่คอร์สของฝรั่งอังมอเราจะเน้นเรื่องของทักษะการพูดเป็นหลักเลยคือพูดเพื่อสื่อสารเป็นหลักเลยเพราะฉะนั้นใครที่เน้นภาษาอังกฤษเพื่อการสื่อสารแล้วก็เน้นเรื่องของการพูดอะค่ะคอร์สออนไลน์ของฝรั่งอังมอก็จะค่อนข้างเหมาะเนาะของเราอะจะไม่ได้เน้นเรื่องของแบบแกรมมาจ๋าต้องจำทฤษฎีหรือเราเน้นเพื่อทำยังไงให้เราสื่อสารได้เข้าใจมั่นใจแล้วก็คล่องมากที่สุดนะคะ conversation สนทนาลื่นไหลมั่นใจ100%อันนี้ก็จะเป็นเรื่องของการสนทนาโต้ตอบยังไงให้มันเป็นธรรมชาติให้มันคล่องดูลื่นไหลมากที่สุดนะคะมีเทคนิคอะไรบ้างมีเครื่องมืออะไรบ้างมีfix expression หรือวลีตายตัวอะไรที่เราต้องรู้บ้างประโยคสำเร็จรูปต่างๆที่มันจับวางได้เลยไม่ต้องมานั่งเรียงทีละคำนะคะเราก็จะรวมไว้ให้ในหลักสูตรนี้แล้วถ้าใครที่ต้องการเน้นเรื่องของการออกเสียงให้มันชัดให้มันเป๊ะให้มันถูกต้องให้มันดูเป็นธรรมชาติมากยิ่งขึ้น pronunciation พูดเหมือนเด็กออกเสียงเป๊ะเวอร์ถ้าใครที่ต้องการลงลึกในเรื่องของวิธีการเรียนว่าเรียนยังไงให้มันเข้ากับสมองมากยิ่งขึ้นให้คิดเป็นภาษาอังกฤษพูดได้คล่องไม่ต้องท่องจำนี่คือแท็กไลน์นะคะThinking English ก็จะเป็นคอร์สที่เหมาะเพราะว่าอันนี้เราจะไม่ได้สอนเนื้อหาภาษาอังกฤษเราไม่สอนประโยคไม่สอนแกรมมาไม่สอนอะไรทั้งสิ้นเลยเน้นเรื่องวิธีคือปรับวิธีการฝึกให้มันเข้ากับสมองมากยิ่งขึ้นให้มันจำได้ใช้เป็นพูดคล่องมากยิ่งขึ้นนะคะแต่ถ้าใครที่มันเบเบไปแล้วแบบว่าไม่ได้อยากปูพื้นฐานแล้วอยากที่จะอัปเกรดภาษาให้มันโปรขึ้นสำหรับการทำงานโดยเฉพาะนะคะคอร์สอลมันตอนนี้ด้วยแล้วก็เป็นเบสเซลเลอร์ของเห็นนิ้วชี้ไหมเป็น best seller ของคอร์ส intermediate ของเราถ้าเป็น intermediate level นะคะ English for Career Development อันนี้จะเน้นเรื่องของภาษาอังกฤษเพื่อการทำงานโดยเฉพาะ email writing job interview business conversation business negotiation giving feedback คือมันจะไม่ใช่แค่แบบต้องใช้คำอะไรประโยคอะไรเท่านั้นแหละแต่มันจะเป็นเรื่องของวิธีการสื่อสารยังไงให้มันสุภาพเป็นทางการแล้วก็โปรมากยิ่งขึ้นเราจะแบบจะบอก no เลยก็ไม่ได้ก็ต้องแบบว่า I'm afraid มีความแบบนิดหนึ่งนะคะว่าเราจะต้อง communicate ยังไงให้มัน effective มากขึ้นแล้วก็ professional มากยิ่งขึ้นนะคะ speak brilliantly อันนี้จะเน้นเรื่องของ presentation โดยเฉพาะเลยว่าทำยังไงให้พูดกับคนเยอะๆนะคะพูดเป็นภาษาอังกฤษกับคนเยอะๆ present งานนำเสนอแล้วมันเข้าใจได้ง่ายได้ใจประทับใจได้ง่ายๆนะคะก็ yep that's speak brilliantly แล้วก็สำหรับใครที่ต้องการเน้นในเรื่องของได้ภาษาในระดับหนึ่งแล้วอยากที่จะสอนออนไลน์ maybe it's your side hustle maybe it's your part-time project that you really want to teach online whether it's English or other languages or we also have other tutors in other areas science artบัญชีก็มีนะคะเรามีคอร์ส Teach English is Cool which really we try to make it like a community and also a know-how or resources where people can feel more equipped to go out there and start teaching online so it's Teach English is Cool นะคะสำหรับใครที่ลงเรียนคอร์สไหนก็ตามเป็นคอร์สแรกนะคะอย่าลืมไปใช้สิทธิ์ใช้เสียงเลือกผู้ว่ากันไปแล้วก็นะคะสามารถใช้สิทธิ์ส่วนลดกันต่อได้นะคะใครที่เริ่มเรียนคอร์สเราเป็นคอร์สแรกนะคะแล้วอยากที่จะได้ส่วนลดนะแล้วมันจะมีส่วนลดทันทีถ้าสมัครเรียนตอนนี้นะคะไปสมัครสมาชิกบน www.frangangmo.com นะคะมันจะมีอีเมลเด้งเข้าไปในอินบ็อกซ์ของเราแล้วก็ก๊อปโค้ดส่วนลด ABC อะไรมาแล้วก็ก๊อปมาเสร็จปุ๊บก็มาใส่ในช่องคูปองนะคะมันจะได้ส่วนลดทันทีไม่ว่าจะคอร์สไหนก็ตามบนเว็บไซต์นะลดไปเลย300บาททันทีนะคะก็อย่าลืมไปใช้สิทธิ์ใช้เสียงด้วยกันนะโอเค anything else and every course สำหรับใครที่สนใจเรียนกับเรานะคะนั้นแนะนำตลอดว่าถ้าใครที่อยากเรียนด้วยกันกับเราอยากให้ ไปทดลองเรียนก่อนได้นะคะสามารถที่จะไปที่เว็บไซต์แล้วแต่ละคอร์สเนี่ยเดี๋ยวเราแปะลิงก์ไว้ให้ข้างล่างอยู่แล้วเนาะทั้ง Facebook แล้วก็ YouTube นะคะyou can learn for free คือลองไปเรียนก่อนได้นะคะคอร์สนึงมันจะมีแบบ free lessons ประมาณ 4-5 lessons ที่ทุกคนทดลองกันได้ว่าเฮ้ยแบบนี้หรือเปล่าเนื้อหาแบบนี้หรือเปล่าเทคนิคแบบนี้หรือเปล่าที่เราต้องการได้เพื่อช่วยให้เราสื่อสารได้ดีมากยิ่งขึ้นนะคะ I think that should be very much it for today right okay I think that should be very much it once again we have a good news to announce next week and yeah so stay tuned for that thank you so much for joining English Chitchat today if you like this episode of English Chitchat please leave a like share this with your friends so all of us can practice listening and interacting in English together to get over our fear of making mistakes and just trying to use English. If you would like to follow us on other social media channels, we have Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Line Official. Oh! อุ๊ยลืมไปได้ไงเนี่ย We are now online today, ladies and gentlemen. How do I go here? Wait, how do I go? Wait. วันนี้ใช้เวลากับการ okay wait where is it we are now online today guys please check out our channel brand new because we just got in there like yesterday or today so please go visit Line today if you're online go มันไม่โฟกัสฝรั่งอังมอ is now online today so if you use Line today please go check out follow subscribe to our content online today as well บอกแล้วว่าจะตามหลอกหลอนทุกคนทั่วทุกแห่งหนนะคะ alright that is pretty much it for today thank you so much for tuning in I hope you gained something useful out of this live and yeah And that's it for English Chitchat today. See you next week. Have a good night. Bye-bye. สวัสดีค่ะ Bye. Bye.